What is up, everybody? My name is CringeyJesse, and we are back with another video of Formula 123 Manager Career Mode. We decided to start over since I was getting fired, and I have not been doing this in a long time. So I figured I'd also find a different way of doing these videos. And right now I'm going to try to make them as short as possible. I do believe the other ones were closer to like 30-40 minutes long. I'm going to try to get them closer to 15 to 20 minutes long with that. So here we are in Bahrain. Haas, Magnussen, and Hulkenberg on the team. We're going into week one, and we are very excited to see what exactly is going to happen with this restart, with the knowledge that I have now, just moving forward. Alright, so one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and scout out Mick Schumacher. We're going to scout out a couple of drivers to see who we're going to replace, most likely with Hulkenberg, because I feel like Magnussen's a lot better of a driver in the video game, at least. And then we're going to go ahead and scout Sophia to be our reserve driver, just because, like in the first one, I wanted to be the first Formula 1 team to have a female driver. And so, yeah, we're going to continue on that playthrough as well. I don't know the exact words I'm looking for. And the last thing we're going to do before the first race of the season is upgrade our car underfloor and front wing. We're going to upgrade our race simulator to try to get our drivers getting used to the track, and then we're going to upgrade our hospitality area just to try to make our place look nicer. And with all of that out of the way, let's jump into the first week of the season, starting with qualifying. We're going to jump to the end of Q number 1, where we are watching Magnussen come across the line and improve to P12. And here we are going to watch Nico Hulkenberg come around the last turn of the corner. I can't really see who he's following. It looks like it was Guan Yu Zhou. Hulkenberg is going to come across the line, P11, so we are going to move up into Q2, where we see Kevin Magnussen. He's going to come across the line, P9. Nico Hulkenberg is not going to make it. So here in Q3, first race of the season, we have Kevin Magnussen. We're sending him out right now. We're going to start his last in-lap. Why did this make the video? I have no idea. It's been so long since I even edited this part of the video. I have no idea what the heck is going on. However, we did not do a lap, apparently. We didn't do a lap, so it will be P10 for Kevin Magnussen to start this race here in Bahrain. Looking at some strategies, it looks like we're going to go with a soft medium for Kevin Magnussen. And Nico Hulkenberg, we're going to do a medium soft, just kind of reverse their roles here.
And this is it, the Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Here we are starting the first race of the season. Kevin Magnussen in P10. We're going to go ahead and have him push on everything, at least here at the start. We're going to do the same thing with Nico Hulkenberg, who is fighting Norris right now for P13. Just trying to get some moves here. Ocon trying to make his move on Kevin Magnussen here on lap number 1. Is he going to come away with it? And it looks like he just might as we come back up the inside. We did. Kevin Magnussen is going to take P10. It looks like he's going to hold on to P10 for now. Nico Hulkenberg, he's holding on to P13 as well. So, I mean, not a bad start, not a good start. It's not the greatest thing to ever happen, but we're going to skip up to lap number 3 as we watch Kevin Magnussen with the DRS. He's going to make a run here on George Russell. Around the outside he goes. It looks like they're side by side, still fighting wheel to wheel. I'm so sorry, I don't know what the heck that was, but we are more side by side than we were whenever I started whatever the heck that was. As Kevin Magnussen will take P9 away from George Russell here in Bahrain, moving up the thing that it's called, the leaderboards, the ranking boards, the position boards. We'll go with that one. Helping us get more points now than we were before, And that's all I really care about, is just getting points. That's all that I want, is points. Nico Hulkenberg still holding on to P13 as we come across turn number 1 here. Kevin Magnussen looks like he is holding on to P9, and that is something that we like to see. As I move my phone, I don't know how well that carried over into the recording. Up to lap number 10. We're starting lap number 10 here with Kevin Magnussen. He is on the tail of Pierre Gasly. Looking down, you can see Nico Hulkenberg made it up to P12 by now. And before we get down into turn 1 in the visor cam, we can see that Kevin Magnussen will almost, he very, very closely had P8 there on Esteban Ocon, who now has the DRS, and Magnussen does not. So hopefully we can have another run at that later on in the race. Speaking of the very next lap, here we go. We both have DRS side by side going all the way down into turn number 1. We have P8 at the moment. Are we close enough to hold on to DRS from Hamilton? As it is side by side, Pierre Gasly is going to take P8 back away from us. And something else I am noticing here is we do have a 3-second gap there on Russell. So it does look like we're pulling away and putting ourselves in a position to even be able to fight for these points, as Nico Hulkenberg moves up to P11 on the Williams of Alexander Albon. Jumping up to lap number 14, once again we're right here behind Pierre Gasly. Wait, was I saying Ocon earlier? Anyway, it's Pierre Gasly right now as we get the inside on him, and we have the DRS. Pierre Gasly does not, so we are going to be able to take that momentum with the DRS and drive away with it. More points. That's all I care about. Just give me more points. Moving up to lap number 20, Kevin Magnussen, who is in P5 because other people have boxed, so it's nothing exciting just yet. We're going to come into the pit lane, and we're going to go ahead and switch out our tires, and then we are going to see where we end up after that, making sure that there is no problems in the pit lane, making sure we get out with a 2.8. It's not great, but there was no mess ups. We come out P11 behind Lewis Hamilton and Nico Hulkenberg, who takes P9 right now. However, we do know that Nico Hulkenberg also as well needs to pit. I believe Lewis Hamilton also needs to pit. I do believe there's a couple of cars ahead of me that needs to pit. Pierre Gasly needs to pit. Ocon needs to pit. So we will see how everything ends up. On lap number 23, Ocon's in the pit lane, Gasly's in the pit lane. That's going to move Kevin Magnussen back up into the points, back up into P9, giving us 3.3 seconds behind Lance Stroll. Nico Hulkenberg losing out to Lewis Hamilton, but all the way up into P6. On those medium tires, his time for pitting is coming up shortly. And by shortly, I mean the very next lap, as he is coming out of the pit lane with a 2.7, a little bit faster than Magnussen, and he is going to come out P number 12, right there behind Ocon, but still in front of Albon. So that is good things we like to see. And Magnussen moving up to P8 in front of Pierre Gasly, which he got that undercut in the pits earlier. All right, moving up to lap number 38. The end of the race is nearing. We have Magnussen coming out of the pit lane. Nico Hulkenberg is going to make the pass on him there, but Nico Hulkenberg P10, and then Kevin Magnussen P11. He's going to have the fresher tires to try to come out and finish this race on. So we will see very shortly how well that helps him out at all. Gasly also getting in front of him there. So Magnussen right now P12, and anyway, skipping up to 42. I'm obviously not quick enough. Kevin Magnussen in the P9 and right in front of Lewis Hamilton, who is looking to take P9 back away from him, giving us only 1 point, but we want to hold on to as many points as we can get. As you can see, I am holding back I'm holding back Hamilton, trying to catch up to Lance Stroll. 15 laps to go here. Still Magnussen P9, trying to hold back Lewis Hamilton, but that is not going to work here. He's going to have the DRS. He's going to get right by us right there at the finish, putting Magnussen P10 and Nico Hulkenberg P11 here in Bahrain, still in front of the what are they called? The Alpines and the McLarens and the Williams and the AlphaTauris. Everything, you know, it's looking pretty good. Magnussen getting the move there on George Russell, who's in the pit lane. Yeah, no, more points. More points the better. Does Nico Hulkenberg also get in front of him? I don't remember going back to look to see if he did at all, but it doesn't look like he will. Even though the time's there, unless it's saying Hulkenberg is 6 points behind, or 6 seconds behind. Anyway, 10 laps to go. Nico Hulkenberg in 11th. Kevin Magnussen up into P8. Got to conserve those tires because there is a crash involving multiple cars. Which ones are they? It looks like Lando Norris. And is that Checo? It looks like Checo does spin out. Oh, snap. There is definitely a collision between two cars, and it looks like Lando Norris and Sergio Perez are both out of this race. DRS disabled. Is it a safety car or is it a VRS? I did not see it. It's a safety car. The safety car will be out. It's going to have Kevin Magnussen up into 7th place and Nico Hulkenberg up in 9th place, with very few laps to go, as we're going to have both of them pushing at the end of this safety car lap. Now we're going to have both of them push as hard as they possibly can. We have 2 Aston Martins, 2 Haas, 2 Alpines, all right there at the end. Okay, maybe not 2 Aston Martins. I thought I saw 2 Aston Martins. There's definitely 2 Mercedes. 2. Okay, so there is. Okay, there is. Anyway, it's Kevin Magnussen dropping down to 8th place. Nico Hulkenberg dropping down to 10th place. Can we end this first race of the season in double points as we move up to the closer to the end? 3 laps to go. And it is Hulkenberg who is off the track with, it looks like, Ocon. Both of them coming off the track. Not exactly sure what happened there, but Hulkenberg does get a time penalty for whatever. Okay, so that's not going to change. We're still going to get penalties for absolutely no reason whatsoever. We have Kevin Magnussen P8, Pierre Gasly P9, Hulkenberg P10. He is only 2 seconds, almost 3 seconds ahead of Esteban Ocon with just a couple laps to go. Coming to the end of the race, it is Magnussen. He is going to finish P7? No, this is the last lap. I'm dumb. This is the last lap. Hulkenberg, 2 seconds ahead of Ocon. It doesn't look like Hulkenberg has what it takes to get away from Esteban Ocon there. So it looks like Hulkenberg will be finishing P11. All right. Still on the last lap here. Magnussen P8. Very close to George Russell. Can he catch up? Can he get by him to get us P7 to start the season? P8's not bad. P8 is not bad. It's definitely a lot higher than I thought it would be. As we come across the last of it, is Verstappen winning the race here. And it is Kevin Magnussen getting P8. As we look down, Nico Hulkenberg is going to cross the line here. P10 it is for him. But with that penalty, he will be dropped back to P11.
And we've certainly kicked things off in style here at the Bahrain Grand Prix.
And with that being week number 1, I'm honestly a little shocked that we got points week 1, especially with Kevin Magnussen. It's usually Hulkenberg who starts off very strong, and then Magnussen just catches up by the end of the season. At least that's from what I've seen so far. Max Verstappen winning the first race of the season. Carlos Sainz coming in second. Charles Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Kevin Magnussen getting P8. A total of 4 points today. Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, both Alpines, right behind us. It is I who messed up the entire thing. If y'all remember the first series, it was like the same 5 constructors up there. But I'm putting myself up there. Sergio Perez wrecking out, so he did also kind of ruin that. Then we have Nico Hulkenberg dropping all the way down to 11th. He only dropped 1 place, I know. Anyway, Yuki Tsunoda, Alexander Albon, Valtteri Bottas, Nick De Vries, Oscar Piastri, Zhou Guanyu, Logan Sargent, and then your 2 DNFs. We have Sergio Perez and Lando Norris finishing out your top 20 for this race. And now for your driver standings, it's going to be the same as the top 10. You know, we have Kevin Magnussen down there in P8 with 4 points. So definitely looking exciting so far. Maybe we can get more points as the season progresses. And then the bottom half is also going to look exactly like the bottom half. All of these people, 0 points. However, your constructor standings is going to look a little different. There is 10 constructor teams, and only 6 of them got points. Ferrari at top with 33, Red Bull at second with 25, Aston Martin got a full 22, Mercedes got a full 15, Haas got a full 4, and even though Alpine had 2 drivers complete in the top 10, they're only going to get 3. So that does put Haas in P5. If I'm not mistaken, our goal is P6, but right now we are P5 ahead of the Alpines, which is probably going to be our biggest competitor? Rival. Probably going to be our biggest rival of this season in that regard. And that is week 1 in the books. That is the first video of this new series of me knowing exactly what I am going to do. I'm not going to lie, this video was recorded and edited. I am just now doing the voiceover today. You will see this video today. And since I've started this up to now, I think I'm up like 5 weeks. They have made an update where you can now pick the level difficulty. So the first, I believe, 5 races are before the update. I haven't tried the new updated levels, difficulties, any of that. I haven't tried that yet. We're going to see how things go before I do decide to try that. However, once we get to, I believe, week 6, I'll give you a final answer on that one in a minute. Or in the next video. Sorry. Yeah, this is week 1. We started off with points. We started off very strong. I'm hoping that we can continue that. I'm hoping the one thing that we don't do is run out of money. We can't be doing that. And yeah, Saudi Arabia is coming up next. It's one of my favorite tracks. And hopefully it can be one of my favorite tracks in this series. Thank you for watching. I'm going to try my best to have all the videos that I have done recorded and edited and put up before this next week starts. If not, I'm going to try to just put them out at a regular speed. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know down in the comments below if you prefer the in-between 15 to 20 minute videos, or if you did like the closer to 35-40 minute videos. I don't know. Anyway, if you like the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. As I've said before, and I will probably always say, the only 2 things those buttons do is boost my confidence in making more videos, which I really enjoy making. Anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have fun out there. Be yourself. Until next time.